Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 73 of the Foster Child Challenge. And if you're returning, welcome back. And it is still New Year's Eve, the tail end of New Year's Eve, but everybody all the young adults have completed all their goals. Of course, our young adults who are running the Foster Child Challenge are Lacey and Nicholas. Well, they have different last names, but they're Lacey and Nicholas. And Oliver is actually their adopted son. But I am planning on a long lifespan, but I age everybody up as they meet certain goals, which is why they're young adults, though, of course, they're older young adults, and Oliver is. But Evie is out here working on her movement skill, because that's what I set her up to do. So I'm going to have her, I'm going to set up a whole bunch of things. And, of course, the toddler slide came with the toddler stuff pack, and I find it very useful for building their movement skill. And in households where I can't control the Sims, I don't have one here because instead I have the whole big jungle gym, which takes a lot of room. You need a big lot for it. But this is also good to have if you can't control them and you have the space for it, of course. They'll come and use this autonomously. There's certain things that Sims don't use autonomously. They do not use the slide autonomously, if I can say that so many times, properly. But you can get, if you can control it, you can get them to use that slide. But they'll use the ball pit and they use the tunnels too. So let's go back to everybody else in the house. And I see maybe Lacey, why don't you come over here and help teach shapes to little Jasmine, who is working on her. So let's see, because the two older, which is not showing up properly here, because the two older ones that have been in the house longer of the toddlers are Jasmine and Amaya. But when actually, it was Jasmine when she came in. The reason she shows as oldest is as soon as she came into the house, what I have actually aging off right now, she was about to age up. So I had to turn aging off so that she wouldn't age up into a child, because of course my goal, I can't age them up until they max all of their toddler skills. And she still needs thinking, which is what she's working on. And I thought I would let her get started and then have someone come help her. And for Maya, she needs both imagination and thinking, though her thinking is a little bit higher than Jasmine's. So let's see, she's gonna ask for a bath. So maybe I don't know. I find I'm struggling with baths. They don't always get done. What they ask for them, if you try and give them to them, I have a bit of a struggle with baths in the game. Someone else who needs a bath. Are you asking for a bath? Who is everybody asking for a bath from? Because are you going to actually get it? We have a nanny there, and the litter needs to be cleaned. So why don't you, Oliver, why don't you give a bath over here, and hopefully it's not being used. We're going to give a bubble bath or a bath to Noah. So there we go. Hopefully, let me zoom out so we can see whether that actually happens. He is so filthy. He shows the green coming off of him. And you, my boy, you don't need that. Oh, I guess he was watching the fireworks, the countdown. Okay, here you go. How did you do? You're still working, but you didn't actually ask her. You were supposed to help her. Come help. Is she done? Sometimes, I don't know. Anyways, so Evie, how you doing? You're still playing over here. Good. So we're going to just keep sliding you 2 more times, because you do have to go potty. So we're going to actually come over here and potty help. You may as well ask it from Nicholas, since he's standing here. And Nicholas, why don't you clean? So hopefully you won't go too far. Oh, hey, she's reached level 3, so she doesn't need to do any of these. She can just go over level 5, not 3, and she can come and ask for help with that. Now, Maya, my dear, you are a little bit hungry, so why don't you grab a serving? We need to get you to level 4, because at least when you get to level 4, then you can, what are you doing? You're dancing. Well, you don't really need to dance. That's not very useful. So why don't you come over here, and your imagination's not very high. Oliver, did you actually give that bath? Because I don't see. Oh, you did. Good boy. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Noah, why don't you come over here? How's your potty? Why don't you get potty help yourself from Oliver? since you need to kind of go potty, but not so badly that it's gonna probably interfere with you going. And then maybe you'll get up to level 2 so that you can go on your own. Oops, I didn't mean to take that. We'll put it there. So you can't ask why yet, but you're hungry. I think you only need your thinking when you're talking. What can we do? Because asking why is another way to get. We're going to learn numbers with flashcards when you finish eating, is what I'm hoping that you'll do. And Maya, why don't you see if you can ask to turn on the TV? Lacey, since she's right here by the TV. So then maybe you can get yourself up to level 4 of imagination. Because it would be really good if we could age up the older 2 toddlers so that we don't have so many toddlers in the house. But I didn't want to wait till they were older. I thought they were, aged up enough. I wanted to keep going with the challenge by getting 2 more in. Because my goal is to age up 20 kids to young adult. If you look at the original rules, the goal was 50, but I also have set my own goals for each kid before they can be raised. They have to max all of their toddler skills. They have to complete at least their child aspiration. I tend to do all 4 of them. I like them to have a minimum of 3 character values that are positive, but most of them have had 5. And A's, obviously, in public school and high school. And then for the teens, they need to either, there we go, we got successful New Year's Eve. They either have to get to tier 2 of their aspiration, unless, say, the second tier requires them to become a young adult. And that's essentially will get automatically done when they age up. Or to even be in a career, they can just do that as soon as they age up. Or max a career, which now we have scouts and the drama club, so they could do one or the other instead. But I do find that the scouts is really easy to do when they're children. So I find a lot of times I've already completed it before they age up to a young adult, before they age up to a teen, I should say, because a lot of the things you do towards the childhood aspirations also count towards the Cub Scout badges, except for cleaning type things. So is she watching the TV? It's not really. It is helping her imagination, but it doesn't really seem to be doing too much. So, all right. I did say I wanted Kay. Why don't you initiate this? Because it did not work. We don't need to teach to talk or objects because she already knows all of that. We want to do flashcards, teach numbers, so that we can get her up to level 4, so that when she's sitting here eating and doing stuff, she can also ask why. So Evie, how are your needs, sweetheart? I see you standing over there. You're a little bit hungry, but you're not too bad. But you never did actually get up in your potty, but you don't have to go potty, so I guess we'll leave that. Why don't you, since you're a little bit hungry, why don't you grab a serving and then watch the TV, because that will help you with 2 things at once. And that's Evie. And Noah, how about you? You finished going potty. Good. But you're not really very hungry. Let's see. Let's pause before you go anywhere. You need to get your thinking up. So why don't we have Oliver teach you? Maybe communication would be better. Why don't we go and we can teach basic needs, but I was thinking we would teach to talk. Teach to talk. There we go. We're going to teach to talk so that he can at least get that up to 2. Hopefully, if they actually listen to what I'm asking them to do. Okay, Evie, I'm pretty sure I asked you to eat while you're watching that TV. So come over here and grab a serving. Maya reached level 4. Good girl. And she is playful. She's getting a little tired and she has to go potty. You know what? Why don't you go to bed? You're enough tired that we will work on thinking. Didn't get anywhere. Here, we're going to try and what's that? A couple of things on your way to bed. That's what we're going to do because you can't do that. I don't remember which bed is yours because I don't remember. We'll do that. We'll do some what's thatting and we'll see where you get and see who's available when you're finished to read you to bed. That's what we will do. Good. Noah is level 2 of communication. So what I'd like you to do after he reaches that, once he's done with that, we're going to, there was teach needs, which I can't see anymore. Don't want to teach to talk. I'm not finding it. Why was it there before and not now? Here, let's see. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, we'll just do flashcards. Teach basic needs. Yay, she's level 2. And did she actually ever eat? Did she even eat? She's getting her food? Yeah, it looked like he ate. Oh, you did eat. Good girl. Excellent. So you are eating, Lacey. You aren't in our house. It's not really very easy to control you. We're going to take you and in your drinks. We're going to read Evie to sleep because she's not really doing anything. And you, I know you're a bit hungry, but you're not that hungry. You're going to scavenge for parts so we can get that away. And we're going to put that food up. Oh, she's going to put herself to bed, so we won't read any. No one's going to read her to bed. And how are you doing, Noah? You're over there. So how are you doing? You're going potty. And then you're a little bit hungry, but not that hungry. So what bed would she go to? Here's one way to check. So I'm going to look on her needs, and if I do this, let me see what bed. Okay, so she's in the orange, and I do find, you can't claim the beds. I don't want you to go to bed. You're going to go story time from Lacey, and hopefully that will actually work. We'll put that in the garbage. I normally have the garbages out that make money, but I've decided, since getting them into scouts once they become children, I find that's a way to, I think, do their good deeds is to empty the trash, which is already hard enough to do because of the butler doing a lot of the cleaning, including taking the garbage out. And that's also why I don't have the self-cleaning litter box. But, we do have a butler. The butler does actually do some stuff in the house. So, as you saw, she was just cleaning over there. Okay, so we have all the toddlers looked after. And, okay, we kind of have the toddlers looked after, but except for you haven't actually read her to sleep. Let's try that again. Can we do it? That is, they don't have it against the wall on either side, so you should be able to read her to sleep. But I do find the whole reading to sleep interaction is still a little bit glitchy. But can you not get to the bookcase? Can you not get out of the room? Is that what the problem is? Maybe what I need to do is I'm going to get the teddy bear and maybe put the teddy bear. Can the teddy bear go there? And maybe we'll just get a duplicate bookcase and put it there, but maybe we'll change the color. I like to do that so sometimes you can tell what one they're actually going to, and since we don't have a color coordinated for these anyways, it doesn't really matter too much what color it is. So, but maybe we should make it yellow to kind of match the dollhouse a little bit. Okay, and it's a different color. So now let's try this again. I'm going to read Maya to sleep. Can you get over there? No, you can't. Probably because he's in the way, would be my guess. Can you... anyway, she's asleep, so there's no point. So, let's see. Have you done your work tasks? You have. Why don't you go write a book, even though I find I'm having a hard time getting bestsellers. They happen very infrequently. I don't know if it's less frequently. It does seem to be a little less frequently than I remember. But did you actually drink that drink? And he doesn't have a job anymore. We can make him self-employed because he took a fame opportunity. And technically, they're not actually supposed to work anyways. So maybe we'll register him as self-employed right now. Because I don't really want him to have a job where he goes off the lot. Anyways, so we are going to go under the work tab. We're going to go under and register. I've never actually done this. Register with the Ministry of Labor. And it is now spring again in the game because I had changed it to winter so that we could have Winterfest when it was actually Christmas Day. Well, I just gave him novelist and a sim who writes novels for a living, because right now that's what he's been doing. He's been writing novels. I know she is too, but she is also a painter. He could have been a painter too, because he does that. But we're going to write a screenplay. And I do actually need to change their traits, because you base the foster children traits off of the parents, but their traits here that they actually got so he needs to complete an aspiration milestone still from his New Year's Day just ended, granted, so it is loves the outdoors, creative, and a geek. And I was going to change the loves the outdoors to something else, and originally was going to change it to foodie, because he was in the chef career but he was a mixologist, so that he could complete both of the cooking aspirations. But I should probably give him something else, but I won't want them to have the same ones, because I was finding the kids were getting too many, like, the same traits. So I don't mind them having one trait the same, but right now they have 2 traits the same. So I wanted to change the love the outdoors for both of them to something else. So let's go in for... We'll probably do that. I need to remember there's a trading potion that they can buy with their points. And if we go in here, they have lots of points. It's pretty expensive, the trading. So let's go into the gift store. Even if we're not going to do it because they're busy writing, we can't really necessarily do it. But I could also just have them write in the background, because, you don't need to see them. So it's 5,000. So that's the same amount as you can get for a money tree, because a money tree is if you have seasons. This is in the base game. You do not need any packs. It's just a trait. It's just a reward. It's not a trait. It's a reward that's been added on to the game. You can also obviously use cheats, but, cheats sometimes can be problematic, or they definitely have been in the past, if you use it to change their traits. And we want it also, we don't need to do, because it's right there, retrading potion, 5,000. So we're gonna buy that for him. So they're gonna write on their papers, and I don't know what I'm gonna have Oliver do. He needs to go to a museum. He needs to still complete some excellent paintings, and he works in 10 hours. So the kids are mostly asleep, other than Noah. And Noah probably, I'm guessing, he probably should go to sleep. He should probably eat a little bit. He has nothing in his inventory to eat. Let's give him something. Let's go here and give him a few of these grilled cheese ready to eat. And, they're night owls. They're up all night and sleep a lot during the day. So where are you, my boy? You're coming out here. We're going to eat. Did you actually ever get your thinking? You never did get your thinking up. Did you not do... Let's just try and make a push through that. So we don't want to teach to talk. We want to just try those flashcards, since I don't know where that... I don't feel like spending time looking for the teach basic needs. That was there before I was working on the teaching to talk. Let's see if this works this time. Well, either way, hopefully we'll get that up, or he'll just eat and I'll send him to bed. But I'll be back in a little while, when they're finished with writing their novels, and, maybe that the toddlers are all back up again. Well, it's a bit later in the day, and I have Nicholas coming to do his books. I guess he wanted to publish a book, and now he is a 2-star celebrity because of publishing the book. So, and he completed his milestone. So that means that he had that needing to complete a milestone. So that is now done. And he did 3 books, and he's been recognized as a rising star. He's earned 2 more fame points that he can use to purchase fame perks. In addition, he can now sign his autograph or choose to pose for pictures with other Sims. A great venue for such activities is a celebrity meet and greet, which he now can host by selecting plan a social event via his phone. Which, we may do that. I tend to randomize my traits and aspirations, but maybe for fun I'll do that, but perhaps I'll just do one of those for one of the kids, just regardless, just because it might be fun to explore it a little bit with one of the kids. But we'll see. But then again, we can just explore it a little bit with with Nicholas. So he needs to purchase a fame perk to work on that. So we're going to go in here. Now, he is a writer. So the 3 types are corporate partnership, which is great if you're going to be doing music or videos, but we're not really working on that with him. We're going to concentrate on the writing. Networking, which, nah. And noticeable, which is a chance to gain bonus fame with skills and careers. So there's something about him that makes him stand out, and by honing this aspect of his personality, there's a chance that any single skill or career-based action may catch the public's attention, giving him an extra boost to fame. So we're going to do this because this will hopefully help him with his books. So we've got that, and then we can also do the Celebrus serum, which I don't actually find that useful, but it doesn't hurt. And we're going to keep that last point and not use it. He also could get a quirk, which I'm thinking might be the drinking all the time because he drinks so much. He goes and makes drinks a lot. But it could be anything. I've had a few different quirks that I've gotten. So he kind of needs to have a shower. So we're going to have a thoughtful shower. And the reason Jasmine is sad is because she has to go to the potty really badly. But she got up on her own and went to the potty because that's what they do. And the rest are still sleeping, so we're still working on that thinking with her. Go out, don't come in the room, Nanny. We are going to do what's that. For that, I don't know. You can do that. You can't do that with what's that. We're writing a kid's book. Actually change the title. For once, which I don't do very often, but that's also because if I change the title, I'm not necessarily going to remember. So, and then you're going to come over here and do what's of that over here, and then why don't you just do some study shapes, and perhaps someone can help you once you get to that point. Instead of lining you up, maybe I'll have more success with that. And I do have Oliver painting over there. That's what I asked him to do. So, and when you're finished with that shower, I'm going to have you come here and actually rally the troops so that you're going to be over here anyways, which is what I want, so that we can get your needs boosted a little bit, and then hopefully you can help little Maya with her blocks when she gets to that. Can we get Maya to level 4 of thinking in this part? She's not got there yet. She's so close. It would be nice to make some progress. I suppose at least with little Evie, she maxed her movement skill earlier on. So now that we have that, let's teach numbers, since that's what she's working on. And yay, we got her to level 4 of thinking. Or she got herself to level 4 of thinking. Very good. So now she has one more level to get through, and then we will be able to have a birthday for her, and hopefully Maya will be shortly behind her, and maybe even have her birthday at the same time. We shall see. But that is it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.